his life beautifully. He's at least able to find two. And now with Kremp being the only player here for Boston Breach, he at least stays alive for now and controls the spawns on their side. So Toronto in, but Boston right here to pounce.
Yeah, it was wonderful work from Kremp, but just even better job.
So Toronto have to play a nice tight setup. We're going to see all the wall bangs coming out. Awakening is going to start it off. And he's a guy that does love himself some hotel. 1.18 KD going up against Scrap, who's a 1.19. So the Flex really enjoyed themselves a nice stay at the hotel.
Yeah, they do indeed. We'll see if we can put those tacks to good use in what is ultimately a very close quarter hill, but obviously you have those opportunities to lock in a few of those cuts. Boston Breach, they rush on forward, and we'll see if they can continue.
Toronto so far from the front side, they're holding.
All right, we'll see if they can continue to do something about it. Insight, well, he falls. It is a crucial double kill coming in from Nero. His life does eventually expire, but at the very least, he's caused a bit of a dent. Toronto, regardless of it, they just rush on forward. They have no problem at all making themselves comfortable over at the bars. Kleenex rushes on in, and how about that break there from the Ultra, putting Boston Breach on a highlight
More
reel.
specifically, Kleenex, the only player on the hill. Everyone is going to try to cut off those front angles, but Boston Breach, they're trying to flip those spawns. They're thinking big picture. It's all about taking this guy off the point. Kleenex drops. Boston Breach, they're able to flip those spawns. But Toronto Ultra winning a couple key gunfights, so at least keep them off of the point for now. Should allow them to fun and hit Wake right back on in. But Big Wake, he's able to find two. Kremp with the third, and Boston Breach secure the spawns for now.
Yeah, just a massive moment where we're like, okay, well, Boston's doing the right things. However, Toronto gets a few kills, then boom, Awakening just makes his presence felt, and from there, everything is decided. And now Nero having a fun time on the hard point. Kremp, good God. A lovely little turn on there to Kleenex as it's another 3 down. And this is really what it takes just to have any advantage at all. Both of these teams trading blows, trading.
One double pillars, one connector.
Okay, lobby.
I
back says put it lobby. We're gonna spawn out.
No, lobby dead.
Nice. I think one's on the back on me. We're pinched.
Lobby dead, one T-Bear. He's in lobby down there.
Lobby dice. One shot lobby dice.
One shot as well.
On me.
Red door.
Got it, speaking. He went at D1, he went to D1. Toby.
One's gonna
Oh,
run
he's
spawn
gonna be close right corner then.
One's gonna run spawn for sure.
I spawn spawn.
Then hold them.
Actually, they got wall bang. Okay, they go
Back on the ticket. Left.
Nothing on storage.
Maybe one front.
Side.
Run away to the left.
Well, I think for a moment, Boston Breach were pulling off some AI trickery. I think they loved Toronto Ultra's comm so much that they decided to steal their voices, but eventually everything kind of started to go back into normal. But I'll tell you what, Jay, right now the scoreline very much so favoring Toronto Ultra as they get a huge 3 down. Breach are investing a lot in getting that rotation over toward the kitchen. Toronto break on in, and now
so they close out map number 1. Boston this time around, though, they're finding all the kills. They're controlling the spawns, blocking the spawns towards back spa. You're forcing Toronto just completely tunnel vision right through the front end. And so far, they have not had any openings. All the kills going in favor of Boston.
This is going to be a frustrating hard point so far if you're Breach, but obviously if they were able to come away with a monumental comeback, things would surely begin to change. But 12 seconds more, are we surely going to see Boston maintain competitiveness over at the bar? Go for the rotation. Absolutely not. Scrappy delivering a quick triple, and that should be the game. Toronto, a commanding game 1 performance.
Talk that talk, Scrappy. You gotta be able to walk
things on the flank, but so far not at all the case. Kremp, great first blood onto Scrap, and with that, I believe it could be a bomb rotation coming in from Breach. Kleenex is giving callouts saying, hey, I've seen one player over here. I'm hearing some stopping. Gives the callouts to the teammates, so we'll see where that bomb elects to go. Back in toward B, and Nero runs right into the fury of Insight.
Yeah, Insight's able to take him down, so that's bomb down at this B site. The rest of Boston Breach trying to find an angle to where they can push up on the field side. Insight takes down another, but Kremp is instantly there for the trade. So with only 15 seconds left, you have no opportunity to rotate this bomb over towards A. You have to commit towards B. Kleenex takes down Kremp. 1v2 for Awakening.
And best of luck to Big Wake. I mean, 5 seconds on the clock. He's still going to plant a bomb. Well, that's out of the question, and he will just get rolled as he tries to go in.
He's with the sniper pistol. He's just trying to stay alive. Almost does it, but Nara's at least able to find one. Scraps instantly there for the trade, though, and now it's Kremp in a 1v3.
30 seconds to go. Does not have dead silence, but he's about to get it. Issue being is that Toronto Ultra have got a free B site. They're about to get this one down, put themselves in all kinds of corners, and really make Kremp have to work. Best of luck to the rookie, who has now identified exactly where this push is going. Not rocking dead silence, and understandably so. They know where you're going to be coming from. Spotted, tags up Hixie a bit, but yeah, with 30 seconds left, he may just go ahead and eat this nade, or no, he'll go ahead and toss it off. He'll still give it a valiant effort, but yeah, this is just not going to happen, Jay.
Yeah, they have all the crosses set up. Ultra with the perfect rotation over towards B. Hixie puts down a couple shots. It's time for everyone to trowel. They're just trying to read where the pressure's coming from, but already a couple players on the side of Boston Breach pop that dead silent. They're ready for the flank. Narrow takes down Clean with Scrap, answers onto Beans. Now with only 15 seconds left, Ultra still have to plan.
And I don't know if they're ever going to get their chance, Jay. They're not going to get their chance. 10 seconds left. Scrap, there's surely no way. Nero ends up dropping him. And it felt like off the start, I mean, Beans finds the first blood, but as you said, you can. Right now, you got Boston in such an awkward spot. I mean, Beans and Awakening are combined 1 and 7 right now. Thankfully, Big Wake does get on the board. Another flank opportunity here for Toronto. Ends up crumbling. Hixie, an insight fall by the wayside, and now it is once more left up to Scrappy. A familiar spot to last round. Has got the all to do. Bomb planted instantly, but based off of where those arrows are, you can see Nero, he's trying to make a cutoff. Pretty much put Hixie in this mattress room all by himself, but has got a lot of things to balance. He's spinning plates, and oh my god, they all come crashing down. Awakening now left all by himself, 25 seconds to go.
1v3 for Big Wake. Nameless is a big fan of this guy because you can never count him out at any of these moments, but Toronto Ultra on that attack. That's exactly how you want to play it.
Nice little battle there versus Nero's. Get ready to highlight that, but look at the teamwork.
Hixie
Coming in from the SMGs. Let Hixie fly. Watch what he
Oh
can
my!
do. A quick triple, and with information found onto Big Wake, this round from Toronto has been excellent. It is theirs to lose, but can Big Wake do something special? Another 1v3 attempt for him, and boy, do they need this.
Crucial round. Has all been decided on the play by Hixie. Now leaves Awake, feeling yourself. Gonna try to go for an ego chow, but backs up, regroups with his squad to not allow Awakening to clutch the 1v3 to not put Ultra at point game.
I mean, these were the plays that we saw Hixie make when it came down to major number 3. When he was called upon, he was able to do what was needed. The SMG is completely frying in these last few rounds. Can Bean start to bring it back? Well, now it is all on to him, and there you go. Toronto make things a little bit better in their camp, and oftentimes it always starts with an opening team fight victory. Kremp and Beans trying to do that right now for the squad. Is Kremp able to win another massive gunfight? That's going to be 3 down for the moment, and Breach quickly rush on in toward A. That is one segment down, and another one that's about to join it. That is going to be the entire A segment captured. Well-timed kills coming in for Boston.
Oh, that's too easy right there from Boston Breach, more specifically out of Kremp, who already starts off only going to get better as you keep going.
Oh my word, he's already off to another lovely spree. That's going to be 3 in a row. Also some shifty movement to stay alive. He and Nero currently skating, it feels like, over at this B zone, and right into it they go. A current 4v1 on the point, and really, if you're Kleenex, you are calling on the cavalry. How quick can your teammates get there? I guess as fast as Kremp wants to take them down. Lovely work there from the rookie. He eventually does get eviscerated, but the rest of the team is doing exactly what they need to. Sayonara, round number 1. Boston, take it.
And that is how you want it to.
Beans a big one. They would have dropped Kleenex in the meantime, and so with that, now all the pressure, as we said, begins to fall into Awakening. Hixie with the lovely flank ends up setting up this play quite nicely for Ultra, and that instantly looks like it's going to be the B point going their way. Nobody from Boston is going to be in distance of it, and that is Toronto Ultra. Their attack on Elasilo explained perfectly, Jay.
That's just too good. Actually, to walk away with that B point.
Teams to lock things down, as we said, over at the A point. Much easier for the offensive team to get there. Kleenex trying to make a little bit of noise toward the back. That's going to be 2 down. And now for Ultra, they will find their kills as well. It is a full-on collapse and a stack inside of the objective. Nero is going to bring out the cruise missile. Here comes the cruise. Can it land in time? It will.
What?
The trophy is there to stop it. That zone continues to fly, and that will be it. Cruise missile does nothing.
Oh, that's a panic situation. How do they decide to attack it? 2 players going on the flank, 2 players trying to hold on to White. Big gunfight went from Kleenex. He earns that cruise missile.
Take a look at player 8. Take a look at player 5 right now from Boston. They're trying to make the SMGs pull off something special. Nero eventually traded out, and now the sole man alive over here is going to be Kremp. I think his position actually isn't known as of yet.
Yeah.
No, they have not spotted him. We'll see how much time he can buy. Not enough. Did what he could, but with 30 seconds to go, Boston Breach once more, hand in hand, like brothers in arms, trying to make their way up the map, and they just continue to find some timely kills. A lovely nade over the top gets granted for scrap.
Big
Now they're gonna
win.
find a second. Big wake makes him pay. Boston once more on the objective. Insight, he's got to dive. Oh, Crimp ends up winning it. Can Kleenex get here in time? Boston stack, and there you go. Another offensive round victory.
Boston Beach, at least for now, are able to stabilize the moment. Kleenex unfortunately tries to go on to the point, but Beans is able to cut him down. So now you're put in a situation where if you are the Ultra, obviously you need this round to force a round number 5. But in the back of your mind, Kleenex still has that cruise missile. If you do complete B, it's going to be all tied up in segments, so it comes down to the slaying. Right now, Boston Breach have a nice little comfortable lead in that, so it's all or nothing right now if you're Ultra. It's time to invest that cruise missile after finding a huge 2-piece in the feed.
Yeah, it feels like right now would be the perfect time, and here it comes. Kleenex rocking it from the skies. We'll see what he can find. Toss out those tacks, get those trophies out of the play. Ends up cutting away Nero. 2 players on the top. Toronto are going to know that. And now they're putting pressure on Breach to have to come to them. That is the second zone captured. 1 more to go, and Awakening is the only player here. 4 rounds down, and it is all about attacks. Toronto answer right
That
back.
stayed alive in his situation, and now he finds himself on a 5 streak. Can potentially earn that cruise missile, but there's so much time being wasted on Toronto Ultra trying to locate where Kremp is. So he's rotated his way all the way towards White. You see how they're playing so slow? They waited for the 1 player that at least made it out to try to make a play. They still know that Kremp is ready to attack. He finds another one. He earns that cruise missile. And with only 20 seconds left, it might be time to invest it to call game.
Yeah, you can tell, like, Toronto, they're trying to send Kleenex. They're trying to put the Great Dane to take down Kremp, but he will not go away.
Oh,
He
my.
will not go away. Toronto wiped off the point as it's Kremp styling here in round number 5. The final effort, the final push here for Ultra as they have to rely on a dolphin dive just to hop at the objective, and even that is not enough. Have yourself a moment. Special K. I don't know, Jay, it just makes you wonder, right? This event obviously has more of a challenger feel. The stage, right, is not as big, so you have the chance to actually let the opposing team know about you. I know Krip has had plenty of duels. He's had an interesting time last year, faced off against Clayster. Maybe more in his element, as we'll see what he can do coming into this map. A big gunfight victory for him, as now that's going to be another one. 3-0 to start things off. He's trying to lead the brigade for Breach to the backside of the spawns. While he drops, it at least opens up a lane now for Big Wake.
Oh, and that's a big time for him to stay alive as long as he did, because once Kremp's able to find that kill, Awakening comes on spawn and actually spawns right on stage. So a free rotation goes in favor of the Boston Breach. Kremp with the easy read, knowing that a player has to be on the flank, cuts that guy down, and would look like to be Toronto Ultra in full control of the map. They just were not aware of the positioning of Kremp. 5-1, all ready to start off this hard point as Boston Breach are about to take the lead.
15 huge points that Toronto are going to be able to walk away with, while also having the early advantage over at the fountain. Massive fight as Awaken actually falls due to a team kill. Nero trying to lead the way from the front. It's the SMGs now for Boston that have made their way through the doorway. Krep ends up falling, and Toronto, huge plays toward the ending moments of the last hard point and into the early stages here of Fountain.
Yeah, that's just great teamwork right there to Ultra. To fight that P2, all the way until it got to about 25 seconds. They get that junk time. They send 2 players off the rotation, and so far they have gotten a flawless hold until the Awakening is able to win that gunfight onto Scrap. Look at the spawns for Boston. They get the close ones, 2 double doors, all 4 dead in the feed. Ultra try to have to hold this cross to not allow him to get on the point, but what looked like to be a money setup for the Toronto Ultra. Boston Breach instantly find the break, and now it's leading to some much needed time.
This is just absolute chaos right now.
Man.
His teammates' lives that much more easy. And with Kremp out of the picture, thank God for Ultra. You have a chance to wipe that sweat off your brow and hopefully establish a decent advantage here.
Oh, but Kremp actually gets a nice little spawn over towards P1, so he finds that first kill, beams with the pinch onto top stage, finds a second. Kremp wins a huge one-on-one versus Kleenex as well, which eventually leads to a clean 4 dead. Boston Breach finding another break on Toronto. It's going to be Boston. Early setup towards Anvil.
It's just so funny, dude. The pace that Kremp is playing
So
is
fast, man.
I'm literally calling out, Jay, that, okay, Toronto, a moment to rest. You've got Kremp off the map. By the time I even finished the sentence, a few words, he was instantly finding a few more kills in Toronto's base. I know he gets a great spawn, but regardless, the man is just moving like something else. Toronto able to put a few away, and as you said, trying to solidify that spawn trap. Currently, they do have great time going their way at the Blacksmith, and for Breach, they're thinking more about the long game. It's by no means just rush this through the front. Let's maybe try to invest more for future P2 spawns. Let's wrap on back and see what we can find. Fortunate for them, a few players end up falling.
Flipping those spawns as Hixie at least finds that kill on Sonero. Now it's time to get super mixy in towards the R.
As we said, such a massive map for Boston Breach. Cannot afford to go out of this tournament in top 12. I mean, obviously both teams can't afford to have it. Trying to fight with everything that they've got, at least send this to a game 5. But boy, did they need this hard point. Boy, did they need this rotation. And right now, it looks like they've got it. That is a lovely 3 down. And you can see the arrows from Boston for Toronto. But one player has managed to sneak through, that being Hixie. What can he accomplish as we now prepare for next?
Oh, now it's over towards the P2 hard point. Toronto Ultra find the break at the right time, and now you see 2 players from Boston Breach swanning all the way across the map, so it's on Narrow.
Oh.
He's able to clutch up and find a big 2-piece, but now he's the only player from his teammates on this side of the map. They are getting a close spawn towards the P1 street, but Ultra, they had no problem holding down this hill from the front end. And this is where the game can turn on its head. You have to find a break quickly, because if you allow Toronto to get a lot of time off of this P2, they will run that rotation over towards P3.
Yeah.
And there's no way in hell they allow that setup to get broken easily again.
Without question, in 30 seconds, and if you're Ultra, it's like, okay, cool, that's fine, right? We can absolutely just rely on this rotation. Actually, they get 1 player in the back. 1 player in the back is in.
Oh no!
Oh my word, they win it! They're able to win it, so the 20 seconds will belong to them, and now it's a race toward absolutely change the landscape of this map and series. We have to step aside and see how the comms are sounding. A listening here with Ultra.
Yes.
Yeah, be on truck. Be on truck. Be on truck. You on really weak.
Bring it.
Nice. He might spawn it. He's gonna
We
spawn
should gate, we should gate.
Okay, I'm down. I'm in top green with you, bro. Let's go.
I'm flying.
We can time.
Okay. Time, I didn't want to play.
Green.
Nice, one more, top green.
Top green, go.
And then one time,
Stay alive, Jamie, stay alive. Just
Okay.
hold on.
Time, weak.
Gate.
Yeah, and one's...
Low gate on him.
Yeah, one front.
Two front.
He's hitting low grade now.
Okay, now.
Okay. Trap him in as well.
This one's stable.
One was low grade.
Okay, that's okay.
Oh, hey.
Oh, hey, in front of me.
Nice.
Time deep.
Yep. Trying to help you.
Step and
Time.
fork, Chan.
I climb slash
Step and fork.
Win.
Back deep. Absolute on the close inside. Nice. One's in time. One's
Top
top.
up one time.
Top up weak.
Top up weak.
You're left over when you jump in.
Yep.
Dead. One time. Charge over.
Nice
Side door has to be.
Look at P2. Look at
Could be
P2.
back door. Watch it. Side of it. I'm watch your spot.
Line take down. One shot.
Watch your back.
Close side.
Stun.
Close left. Still.
Okay, double
I need my pillars.
15.
Single, dead.
Yo,
In
I'm
one.
new. I'm like stables. I'm
Near
stable.
on bend.
Might be
Go.
coming.
Yeah, already
I'm
caged.
holding
Back door right now.
Shit's one ring.
I drop bullet, Ben. Absolute node.
Dead.
Nice, good shit.
Yeah, I'm holding my
And I expect nothing less than the Toronto boys to give me the nice, cool, calm, collected comms. I was ready to take a nap, but I remembered that we're still in such an intense hard point. Boston Breach able to get some good time off of the P3, keep the P4 scrappy, and now only find themselves down by 27 points. They do have the preferred side towards Anvil. You cannot allow Toronto Ultra to get on this time, but Insight just applying the pressure. pressure towards the arches. Might have just called it there.
Yeah, that very well could be what decides this game. Toronto can obviously win it here. Boston, what can they show us? What can they provide us with? They're going to wipe them off the hard point. So many things to try and think about for the quick 3-for-1 trade. It's early team fight over it next.
Yeah, Boston, they have the preferred side, but it's all about winning these key gunfights. Toronto already find himself set up around this P1. Only 14 seconds until they call game. So this is the moment where Boston Breach have to clutch up, find a couple kills, but all the kills are going in favor of Ultra. This might be it.
It looks like it might be. Beans trying to go for a last-minute heroic play. Heatsy able to drop him.
That's all dead, though.
Only 3 points away. Boston able to find all of them, but Toronto flip spawns in the meantime. It is a quick 2-for-2. Players spawning everywhere right now for Ultra, but Boston doing an excellent job of taking them down in stride. Breach holding on, but just barely. Scrap, maybe the final play. Maybe the final play. And Scrappy ends the series on his own terms. Woo-hoo. Has got some words there for the Breach.
Here we go. Thank you so much, Land on Steady, W Casting, as always. And W win by the Toronto Ultra. Congratulations. Obviously, not the qualifier you guys or many of us expected following that win. Specifically, 1-7 in Search and Destroys this split, but a dominant map 2 in this series specifically. What did you guys identify as the problem?
You know, our S&D, I think, you know, we went 1-7, but also we lost a lot of close maps, 6-5s, 6-4s in the qualifiers. We didn't really change a lot, to be honest. We just kind of just came out and just played us. So.
Sometimes that's all you got to do. And then obviously starting the elimination bracket for the first time this season, was there any added pressure, especially because this matchup specifically seems more like a winner's matchup to most of us?
Yeah, you know, playing losers kind of sucks, I can't lie. You always have that in the back of your head that you can come dead last. But, you know, when you're playing a team like that that's only good online, you know, we're just going to come slam them.
Well, you heard him there. Scrap, also, I want to commend you. I mean, front runner for Rookie of the Year. It's been talked about since you joined this Toronto Ultra team. What would you personally say is your role for this squad?
You know, I'd say my role is just, you know, fly around, do a bunch of everything, get some kills, you know, hop some hills when I need to, help my teammates out, and yeah, just overall do everything.
Well, sometimes you gotta do everything. Note to Scrap. All right, thank you guys so much. This has been your post-game interview. Back to the desk. Miss you.
Thank you so much, Allie. Awesome to see you out there with the players. That was our monster player spotlight. And Toronto Ultra, they're powering into our top 8.